What's going on, gamers? In this video, I'm going to be showing you some of my favorite sniping spots on a couple maps. We're starting off with Shoreline. I got the spawn over near the railroad extract, whatever it's called, off in that far corner. And we ran straight along the highway, past the little cabins and stuff, to this little hill right here. It's the first hill past the construction site and those cabins. You can sit right here and you can stare back on the highway, look at people making moves on some scavs, or you can pop some scavs, or you can lay prone on this rock and you can stare straight through the windows of the pier building and look at the safes. When anybody comes up to loot the safes, you just bop them in the head. Easy, easy, easy kills. This is an OG spot that I used to use all the time for Shooter Born in Heaven back in the day when it had a range requirement of 100 meters, or whenever they buffed it up to 125 meters. This is like 126, 127 meters from here to that window. So this worked for that. But now there's no range requirement, so now you can just snipe, just run around with a bolty. I still try to go for, actual long-range sniping. I'm not a weirdo. I don't run around with a red dot on a bolty. I just don't enjoy that playstyle very much. I mean, it's a fun time, but when I have a bolt action in my hand, I'm sniping. I'm sniping, if you get what I mean. So, this is another OG spot right here. Just scoot up a little bit, and you can go prone in the grass to conceal yourself a little bit, or you can get up on top of the rock and go prone. It's a little bit wonky being prone up on top of the rock, but if you can pull it off, then you're decently well hidden. This is another OG spot. Very, very productive for me. Very productive. There's a couple other spots that I'll show on this map, and then we will hop over to woods, and I'll show you a couple spots that I like over there. That way. You can get up on top of this rock. You used to be able to lay prone on it. Yeah. But you got this fucking thing right in the way. So, this is not exactly ideal. But if somebody's out here running around and you need a little bit of a higher angle, then this is not bad. Alright, to the next spot. Alright, we're coming up on the next spot. This is another classic area for people to be trying to snipe people down there on the pier for Shooterborn and capturing outposts. But I got a little bit of a special spot over here for this. Keeps you protected from your ass for the most part. You're not going to be able to look at gas station from that angle, unfortunately. But if you know people are down on the pier, you come right over here to this little rock ledge. You got the rocks right here. You got these two trees. So you just drop right down here. You can lay prone right here. And then now this will keep you protected from people moving around from spine and coming down from the power station. Obviously, they'll hear you whenever you shoot or you move, but they got to be right on top of you whenever they're doing that. And by that time, you should be able to hear them coming up, hopefully, to give you a little bit of warning. But you can see all of pier. Have a pretty decent angle on people coming down the beach as well. And you can turn around and look at Scav Island. You can look down there if you're trying to take somebody out before they are able to get to extract, if you're into doing that. A little bit of a dick move, but, some people do it. You can also see the fucking lighthouse itself if somebody isn't big enough idiot enough to actually be all the way up on that thing, but that'd be quite a shot. That's 430 meters, but right here, this is definitely Shooterborn. You can see the pier as well, have a decent angle for when people are running out to the boat to see if it's up when it never is. I hate that shit. Now to the next spot on this map. Alright, we are coming up on the new spot. No, we are not going over here and extract camping. We are not doing that. This is more of a spot that you go to, like, right off of spawn. So if you spawn down there at tunnel, or if you have the spawn that's right over here in these trees, along the fence line. You run right over here, and this is something that you gotta make, like, instant decision right off of spawn on whether or not you want to do this or not. If you see where you're at and decide to do this, you run right over here. This is how to get there the fastest. Get up here, jump on that. And you could do this without having as high of strength as I do. You can do this pretty early in the wipe. Just fucking run up here, get in this house. And if you have a means to do it quietly, pop out these windows and then get right up here on this desk. And you can stare down the fence line here. For people coming who have the spawn over in the swamp. If they're coming over here to try and loot the town, loot jackets and shit. So this is more of an early wipe type of deal. If you get Shooterborn, if you get access to Shooterborn pretty early, or if you have just different kill quests, like if you're trying to do the fucking Punisher quest where you got to kill people with a balaclava and a scav vest on or whatever, this is also a decent spot to do it. If you get access to that pretty early in the wipe, you get it right up here and you just stare down this fence line right here, and people will come straight to you. Makes it an easy shot. Doesn't happen every time, but people who know the reasons to come loot this town will come loot this town. There's a lot of jackets, there's a lot of random hideout shit. People are looting the jackets for keys early in the wipe, but that is a pretty good spot to hit up early in the wipe. Now, there's another spot that some people struggle to get to. I'm a little overweight at the moment. Came in with a slightly heavier kit than I probably would if I was sniping. I do not have max strength. You can get on top of this. You can jump over on top of that, and then jump on top of that, and then onto that house, and then onto that house. Like, you can get on pretty much all of these. With high enough strength, though, you can actually get on top of this thing. Like, I can almost do it. Super close being able to do it, but you can get up on top of this building. And you can lay prone next to those tires, or lay prone next to the car that's up there for some fucking reason. I don't know why there's a car on the roof, but, you know, that's our job. There we go. We got it. So this is a pretty niche spot, but it does exist. And yeah, like this is more of a spot that you go to if you know there's like fighting going on around over here in this area. This isn't something that you go to immediately just because you're probably not going to see anybody. But it does exist. If the opportunity ever comes up for you to use this spot, it's a pretty good spot. A lot of people won't know how to get up here. A lot of people won't have the strength to get up here. So if they do end up killing you, then your stuff should be safe. But it does exist. You can do all this shit. Again, pretty niche spots. If there's noise going on over here on this side of the map, then you know how to get up here now. Alright, we are at the next spot. This is another spot that you probably don't want to stay in for very long. And this is another niche spot, so if you know there's people down at the cottages, then this is a spot you want to stay in just to watch that. You can go prone right next to this tree, be underneath the leaves. Best opportunity to not be seen. And you just gotta hit the shot. You can either stare at the window, and if you see any sort of movement through the blinds, then go for it. But for the most part, this is more of a spot that you use to third-party people fighting down here. Because they added a few trees. I don't know if anybody have ever fucking noticed, but I used to use this spot all the time. This tree did not fucking exist. This bush did not exist. A couple wipes ago, they added it. And nobody seemed to notice that, but it kind of fucked me out of this spot. So this is now a niche spot. You used to be able to just sit here and stare at cottages and wait for people to go open the back door, because you used to be able to see that. You can also use it to, like, counter snipe, I guess, if there's people up on spine or anything like that. I got one more spot on this map to show. You want to be on this side for the most part. You can do this on either side, but this side is normally safer. Like, people will go prone up here all the time and try to snipe out of this. Alright, this is voiceover, Brandon. Forget what I just said. You can do either side. You want to use the side that I end up using on this video here. The right side is best. I'll get to it here in a second. I'm just showing another weird little niche spot. Like, some people just don't see you when you're in this stupid bush. But the real spot is this right here, and you want to use this side of... Stupid alarm. You want to use this side. You don't want to use the left side of the river. You want to use this side of the river. Because for whatever reason, on this side, you can basically rotate 360 degrees for whatever reason. The other side, you are basically forced to stare straight down towards the power station. I don't know why, but the right side allows you to actually have some turn movement and be able to see in all directions. The left side does not. And so, therefore, I'm never using that spot ever again, because I died because of it. So we're not ever using the left side ever again. This right side, though, people just don't really look right here. And if somebody does look, normally you already have seen them first, and hopefully you have the shot lined up before they do. And you can also keep going further down. You'll be taking a little bit of fall damage, but you can drop even further down onto the next concrete level and keep running down onto the next concrete level. If you wanted to get even closer to power station for slightly closer and safer shots, I guess. And just to get newer angles, maybe on somebody that's on the other side of the river, over there in those trees that I'm looking at right now. But this is a good spot. I've gotten a lot of kills from this spot right here. It's always nice getting down right here onto these little concrete levels rather than being on the actual pad right up above me like everybody else normally would, because most people would look up onto the pad and not where you actually are right here. And it buys you some time to line up a shot, because most of the time you're gonna see them first from this spot. Everything is just pretty open and you have advantage, so this is a great spot right here. But this is the new way. The only thing that sucks about this is you have to be ready to break your legs. Dropping down from this is a guaranteed leg break for the most part. See, it didn't do it that way because I did barely catch myself there. But if you start getting shot at, you're not going to have the opportunity to probably catch yourself there. You're probably just going to have to fucking send it. If somebody's shooting at you from there, you got to fucking drop and break your legs. Alrighty, and that's the last spot on Shoreline. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. I will be uploading another video just like this, basically, but it's going to be for woods, and then I'll probably make a couple more for different maps, but I already have the woods recorded and ready to go, and I will get that one edited up, trimmed up, and uploaded to YouTube. So, you guys catch me in the next one. I'll see you all later. I gotta get my ass ready to go to work, because, I got 30 minutes to get dressed to go to work, so we're going to go do that. You guys have a good day, and good luck. I hope you guys find these spots useful, and get some kill quests done. Yeeters skeeters. Y'all have a good one.
Hey, can I have Valkyrie, please? She's my only op.
Don't be a simp!
Please, simp.
Don't be a simp!
Simp,
Don't
simp,
commit.
simp,
Don't do it!
Simp, simp, simp.
Don't do it!
Okay.
That's what I like to see.
Hell yeah!
I'm
Yes,
happy.
toxic.
That was your only op, huh, Casher, bro?
I'm so happy that dude joined in with me.
Hell yeah!
I hate this game and I hate all of you. No, you don't get a sweater.
Dude, thanks for
I'm
joining.
just kidding. You get a sweater. Just don't TK, please.
Ooh.
Boy. Glad you got so pumped up about that, dude.
Don't sip.
Hell yeah!
It's so annoying.
That was awesome.